In Tel Aviv, a forum by families of hostages and missing persons puts into focus women held hostage by Hamas. Myla Simbulan has more.
The Hostages and Missing Persons Families Forum in Tel Aviv draws attention to women held hostages in Hamas, some of whom are sick and others targeted and attacked.
There are women with breast cancer who rely on their ongoing medications. Women with chronic illness, including complex cardiac conditions, kidney disease, hypertension, diabetes, mental conditions, and more. These medical conditions require specialized treatment and necessitate ongoing consultation with medical professionals. Denying these women essential medical care is a torture.
One woman says her sister, who was taken at the Nova concert during the October 7 attack by Hamas in Israel, suffers from a chronic illness.
My sister has asthma and chronic sinusitis. We can only imagine how she's struggling, gasping for air, wherever she's being held underground. Can you understand the feeling of fighting to breathe? Such a basic need.
Ruth Halperin Kadari of the UN Committee on the Elimination of Discrimination Against Women says victimizing women and children in Gaza is a crime against humanity.
I do not deny for a moment the suffering of innocent women and children in Gaza. I am concerned with the loss of life in Gaza, including the number of women and children who are victims of this armed conflict. However, at the same time, it cannot be denied that the abuse and sexual violence of women and the continued holding of hostages constitute crimes against humanity.
Shela Aviv Yedi of the Hostages and Missing Persons Families Forum says these crimes cannot and should not be tolerated.
While the Israeli-Palestinian conflict has always been a source of concern for women's rights, the recent taking of 90 women in captivity is a horrifying new law that the international community cannot accept. As part of the October 7th massacre, women have been subjected to rape, torture, and mutilation as means of warfare. The cruelty is beyond words, and the evidence is heartbreaking. Hamas actions targeting and attacking women constitute a war crime that cannot be tolerated.
Israel says 239 hostages are held in the Hamas-ruled Gaza Strip. Meanwhile, the Hamas-run health ministry says Israel has killed more than 11,000 people in the narrow Palestinian territory. Myla Simbulan for Ng Agila International. Trusted, connected, on point.